Right now, something historic is happening in the US. The entire planet is officially losing its mind, and even your friends, co-workers or neighbors who have only ever cared about baseball or the NFL are suddenly talking about the World Cup. If you've bought into the hype, tuned into a match, and currently feel a little lost among all the yellow cards, the non-stop running, and the absolute lack of timeouts, don't panic. You are definitely not alone. For a lot of Americans, soccer has always been a bit of a mystery. But today, we are fixing that. Over the next 10 minutes, we're breaking this sport down to the absolute basics. No boring jargon, just the essential rules translated into a language any American sports fan can understand. By the end of this video, you'll understand the game better than half the people at your watch party. You'll know exactly why the referee adds random time, how red cards work, and most importantly, we are finally going to make sense of the offside rule. Grab a drink, settle in, and let's get into it. Let's start with the foundation. The goal of the game is to get the ball into the opponent's net. The golden rule you already know. Outfield players cannot use their hands or arms. You can use your feet, chest, head, anything but your arms. If the ball accidentally hits an arm, the ref blows the whistle and the other team gets the ball. But there are exceptions. First, when the ball goes out of bounds over the long sidelines. This is called a throw-in. It is the only time a regular player can pick up the ball with their hands to throw it back into play over their head, and both feet must stay planted on the ground. If the ball goes out of bounds over the short end lines where the goals are, you have two scenarios. If the attacking team touched it last, it's a goal kick, usually booted away by the goalie. But if the defending team knocked it out, that results in a corner kick. A corner kick is one of the most dangerous high-tension moments in soccer. The attacking team launches the ball directly into the penalty box, where the tallest guys jump up trying to score with a header. Think of it like a Hail Mary pass into the end zone. It's chaotic, physical, and highly unpredictable. Now, let's talk about the clock. And this is where American fans usually experience peak culture shock. A match is 90 minutes long, split into two 45-minute halves with a 15-minute halftime. But here is the kicker, the clock never stops. You're probably wondering, how do they make up for all that lost time? Simple. The main referee keeps track of all those delays on his wristwatch. At the very end of the half, he just adds those lost minutes back on. This is known as stoppage time or injury time. And you want to know the craziest part? The only person in the entire stadium who knows exactly when the game will end is the referee holding the stopwatch. The game is only over when he decides to blow the final whistle. There are 11 players on the field for each team. Unlike the NFL, there are no separate offensive and defensive units. These guys run back and forth almost non-stop, averaging about 6 to 7 miles of running per game. The anchor of the defense is the goalkeeper. They wear a different colored jersey so the referee can easily spot them, because they are the only player legally allowed to use their hands inside their own penalty box. In front of them are the defenders who block attacks. The forwards or strikers are your elite snipers whose sole job is scoring goals. And the midfielders? They are the playmakers and the quarterbacks of soccer. They run the most, linking the defense to the attack. Now pay attention, because this substitution rule is crucial. In hockey or the NBA, players sub in and out hundreds of times. In soccer, a coach only gets 5 substitutions for the entire match. And if a player gets subbed out and leaves the pitch, they are done. They cannot come back into the game under any circumstances. Their workday is over. Let's get into discipline. Soccer is a physical contact sport, but reckless tackles and dirty plays are punished with cards. A yellow card is an official warning. The ref is basically saying, "Hey buddy, you're on thin ice. One more stunt like that and you're hitting the showers." A red card means immediate ejection, but it's not like other sports where you just send in a backup. The team is punished by having to play the rest of the match a man down, 10 against 11. Also, getting 2 yellow cards in the same match automatically converts into a red card. But referees make mistakes too. That's where VAR comes in, the video assistant referee. It's soccer's version of the NFL replay booth. There's a room full of other referees watching dozens of monitors. If they spot a clear and obvious error, like a missed penalty or a disallowed goal, they radio down to the main ref's earpiece. He can jog over to a sideline monitor, review the slow-motion footage, and overturn his own call. It is a massive momentum shifter that sends stadiums into an absolute frenzy. And there you have it. Congratulations, you've officially passed the beginner's course. You know the fundamental rules and you are completely ready to enjoy the greatest sporting spectacle on the planet without feeling lost. On this channel, we're going to be breaking down the 2026 World Cup step by step. In our next video, we are tackling the exact question that annoys Americans the most. Why do soccer matches end in ties, and how does that change in the knockout rounds? Make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss it, drop a like on this video, and comment down below which country you're rooting for. See you on the pitch!